that first turn. There is Buckar and John Cruguet aboard. He, of course, the rider of Seattle Slew, and there is the big favorite, Lure, moving into his outside post position. There's one horse outside him, and that is Wolfhound. And we're just about ready for the start of the Breeders' Cup line. They're in the gate. And they're off. Flawlessly broke well. Ski Paradise is there with 4 Stars All-Star. Paradise Creek is in among horses, and Lure a bit wide as they head onto the first turn. Under the line the first time, and a charge, a crush of horses moving for the first turn. And Lure is caught 5 wide into the turn. Ski Paradise benefits from her inside post position now, and she goes wide and took many of them with her. Also going wide there was Barathea. The field rounding the turn now after an eventful move into the turn. Lure was taken wide, but now he goes on to take the lead. Ski Paradise, who was the culprit, is now back running in second. 4 Stars All-Star is third. Paradise Creek fourth. On the outside, Leck running in fifth. Flawlessly is now sixth. Wolfhound seventh, followed by his mate Catrail is moving up. Barathea moves through an opening toward the inside. Big Stone is being helped along with the half-mile to run now. Then it's Tussauds near the back of the pack and in behind horses, followed by Buckar and Johann Quatz. The half, a grueling 45-4, and Lure is trying to go on the lead again. It's Lure the leader, pressured by 4 Stars All-Star. Ski Paradise is now dropped back into third, and then it's Barathea who's now fourth in between horses. Paradise Creek on the outside is running in fifth. Big Stone looking for a big run now, and he's threading his way through between horses, but Lure looking for a repeat win in the mile. The leader a length and a half with a furlong from the line. Ski Paradise is resurgent again. 4 Stars All-Star. Big Stone is flattened out, and they're coming down to the line, and it will be Lure once again overcoming trouble on the first turn, and he goes on to a clear-cut and decisive repeat victory in the mile. And Mike Smith is pumped up, and why not? He does it again with Lure.
What a champion, Lure, and what a ride by Mike Smith. He was parked wide with Lure, 5 wide heading into the first turn, all sorts of problems in the first turn, so he took Lure to the lead. Lure has speed, but in the Kelso, his last start in New York, he showed a new dimension, coming from slightly off the pace. But Smith sensed that if he was going to get position, he had to go to the front. He did that. He had plenty of horse left, and Lure flashed his championship form, the repeat winner in the Breeders' Cup Mile.
Now, okay, here we are. Welcome back to the races at Santa Anita. Mike, this has to be one of the best milers around. You had some eventful trip around that first turn.
Yes, sir. To the first question, this horse was incredible. And around the first turn, the inside horse was trying to bolt. Everybody's screaming, I'm trying to give him a shot, but yet I can't get hung 10 wide either. So I was hoping somebody'd ease back, and somebody didn't relieve the pressure then.
After you straightened up the backside, it looked like it was Katie by the door from there.
Oh, he's just such a talented colt. Let me tell you, through the lane, he just kept picking it up every stride. That's what it takes to win a Breeders' Cup, and he did it.
Congratulations again, Mike. What a smile. Back to you, Tom.
All right, Greg McCarron, here is Lure now. You see Mike Smith with his whip in his right hand. Never cocked it at all. Tapped him a couple of times on the shoulder. He knows he's got it now. He sneaked a little peek, and he's handwriting Lure to the wire for his second consecutive Breeders' Cup Mile title. Let's go to Bob Newmeyer with the winning trainer, Shug McGaughey.
And a very happy and relieved Shug McGaughey. You won 5 stakes at Belmont after Heavenly Prize and Dispute went down. Did the thought pass your mind this might be a reverse Breeders' Cup preview day for you?
Well, it was going through my mind, but I thought I had an awful good chance today. That's with this horse. He's trained good, and he's just a very, very good horse. People maybe not give him as much credit as he is. He's a fantastic horse.
Did you see the incident on the first turn? Are you surprised he was able to overcome it, Shug?
Well, I've seen it now on the rerun, and I am surprised. I mean, that was a great effort for him to get carried that wide and still be able to go on.
Well, this is history now. Back-to-back Breeders' Cups. Not too many horses have pulled that one off.
No, I know it. That's true, and I'm happy for it.
All right, have a good time in the winner's circle. Shug McGaughey, the winner. Let's go back to Tom.
All right, Bob, you're right. Not many horses have done that. Lure is the third. Mieskin Bayakoa won repeat Breeders' Cup races, and now Lure is the third to do that. Let's go to Trevor Denman.
Let's take a look at that incident going into the first turn. It is Lure. We all knew he was going to have to run wide. This is Lure on the extreme outside, but he gets a relatively good trip here. You're going to see the horse right on the inside here, and that's Ski Paradise. Those are the two that go on. Now, Lure is wide there, but just remember they're running on a straight course. It's only about over here that they are going to start taking into the turn, and Lure really has cleared those horses by then, as you can see, wide there as they run into the turn, but he's going to kick onto it and go down alongside of Ski Paradise. A lot of trouble behind horses was Barathea, one of the English horses, just wasn't used to these sharp turns and took a wide turn. Let's take a look at it again. Here is Lure right here with a gold cap. Mike Smith comfortably placed now. Ski Paradise down at the rail, and here is Flawlessly in there. Let's take a look at them run down that backstretch right now. Lure beautifully relaxed out here. This is the most professional racehorse you can get. He looked impeccable today and he ran accordingly. Had a perfect trip. They were going fast, but speed at Santa Anita is a good thing to do. Speed in California is good. Flawlessly very disappointing. She's right at the back of the picture there. She didn't run a yard today, but nobody was going to beat Lure anyway. I think a little wide into the first turn, but it just maybe cut off about a half a length at the wire. Too good. That's the bottom line.
All right, Trevor, Lure, the first non-California horse to win today. Let's go down to Mike Battaglia.
All right, Tom and Pat, real rough in the first turn. Kind of what happened?
Well, it's not having seen the rerun, I can't say for sure, but it looked like maybe the gray horse broke just a little bit tardy and then got to run up in there. Everybody had dropped over, and of course, when the gray horse ran up in there, there just wasn't enough room for everybody. And my horse got jostled around pretty good, but he came out of it onto the backside in good shape. We was fourth. I thought we was in a key spot and just didn't have any punch when the running started.
So the problem didn't bother you. You just think that the horse didn't have it today. Been second to Lure twice.
Yeah, and I tell you what, off his last race, I really expected him to run big today, but it just wasn't meant to be.
All right, back to you, Tom.
All right, Mike. Pat Day on Paradise Creek. Here's that first turn again, Trevor.
Now right in here is 1X Wolfhound with a white cap. He's going to get into serious trouble, but it's actually Barathea, the horse who's in there with the mauve cap. You can see him going very wide. That's him right in there right now, and he carries him. Very lucky we didn't have any incident in there. And Toussaint is one of the horses that got into a lot of trouble as well, but fortunately for the winner, Lure, he was well clear of them and it didn't affect him.
Well, we talked about those tight turns and how the Europeans might not handle them too well, and that was certainly the case in the first bend here. Lure pays $463.83.20. Ski Paradise surprisingly second, $12.80 and $9, and one of the longest shots on the board, 4 Stars All-Star, creditable third and paying $17.60 to show. That exacta payoff, a good one if you like Lure with something. With Ski Paradise it paid $68.40. So Lure repeats as winner of the Breeders' Cup Mile and stakes his claim to be champion turf horse, but he'll have to deal with Star of Cozine and Kadashan in that voting. And Kadashan yet to run today. Star of Cozine passing on Breeders' Cup Day, but for leading rider Mike Smith, a tremendous victory aboard Lure. So the Breeders' Cup Mile, the first non-California winner. We'll be back to Santa Anita. Cup 10 from Santa Anita in Southern California. Here's Lure repeating as the mile champion. Just an average horse on the dirt. He's become a world beater on the grass. And Mike Smith, the nation's leading jockey, with a heady ride here, handriding the champion to the wire. And for Mike Smith, a sweet moment at Santa Anita, signing the autographs on his way back to the jocks room in the silks of the famed Claiborne Farm, Paris, Kentucky. Let's go down to Terry Leibel in the winner's circle. Terry?
Thank you very much, Tom. Well, you talk about the famous silks. Here are the famous people, the Hancocks and, of course, trainer Shug McGahey. And to make the presentation to these owners, Mr. Clement Hirsch, the president of Oak Tree Race Association, which, by the way, puts this whole meet on. Mr. Hirsch?
On behalf of the Oak Tree Racing Association in Santa Anita, it's a pleasure to present this Breeders' Cup trophy to you. Congratulations.
It's very heavy, and I know you want to help your mom with it. It is extremely heavy here. There you go. Del, when that horse went out early, had to on the turn, that's been really the issue that's been addressed. Were you a little nervous, or do you have all sorts of confidence?
We all have a lot of confidence in the horse, and the fact that he could fall over and get in a great position around the turn made us feel really good. And he went to the front and kind of did the same thing he did last year. It's just a great thrill.
Well, you know, people don't realize how much your family and the fabric in horses. This is an emotional time. I mean, this is a love affair with this horse.
Well, we're looking forward to him. We bred him and we'll bring him back to the farm as a stallion, but we're going to run him next year, and so that's a real thrill too, to look forward to next year.
Congratulations to you, Shug. Were you nervous at all? I know you had a strategy. Did you just come on in here a little closer?
Well, Terry, yes. Well, I mean, you know, I knew he had enough speed to get some position around that turn. It looked like we were going to get hung up a little more than we did, and I think it was Ski Paradise kind of came out and carried us out a little wider than we wanted to, but somebody checked in there to where Mike could get him over, and then, you know, he went on about his business from there.
It was an extremely tight field, and comment on the turf, because that would help us in our analysis of the upcoming turf.
I think the turf's good. I mean, they ran fast. They ran realistic fractions. They ran 1:33. I was pleased when I got here and blew him out over the turf on Thursday. I could hear his feet rattling. So I think we've got a good, firm turf, and I don't see him throwing up anything.
Let me ask you this. You had a great day in Belmont. We've talked a lot about it. The emotion of this day, can you express it?
Well, I mean, you know, we're really excited. Getting to the Breeders' Cup's the hardest thing. After you're here, you know, you kind of get caught up in the excitement. But I got a little nervous this morning, and, you know, now I'm kind of settled down a little bit. Got one more to go, and looking forward to that.
You do. The classic horse, Miner's Mark. We're going to be watching that. Congratulations to all of you. Tom?
All right, Terry. Lure, the Claiborne Farm homebred, the 4-year-old colt by Danzig, giving Shug McGaughey his 5th Breeders' Cup winner. Well, coming up.